Okay, and now we have, this is the south-facing side, so we can put a lot of perennials that like sun. And what we did for the focal point here, when I lost a red bud in a storm, which started to create all these gardens, is I put in the tardiva hydrangea, which has been grown as, I guess you call it, sort of like a standard. It's got a little tree trunk to it. So we just love this, and this is coming into its own now in the fall. It has its beautiful panicles, which start out very white and creamy and then sort of get a green tinge, and in the end it's kind of mauvey. This is a wonderful plant to snip these off and have them dried and put them in a nice vase for, oh, and also you can spray paint them gold as an accent in the Christmas time bouquets. This garden is a work in progress, as most of the gardens are, but we have a beautiful keylone, or the turtle head, as I showed you out in the front garden. This one has matured quite nicely in this garden, and it has the darker leaves to it, and it's a real nice accent. Behind it you have it's a snow mound spirea. It puts out beautiful little white flowers in springtime. Next to that you can see the butterfly bush, which is a little bit wild, but we like that. And then in front of all that we've got some liriope, which is creating the liriope. We want to try to create some kind of a border to the garden. So we have the liriope, and recently we've added some sedum. I love this little variegated sedum. It's beautiful leaves, and it has beautiful little star-shaped flowers. And then another liriope, and then we have the brilliance. It's a new sedum called Brilliance, which puts out nice purple, nice pinky kind of color to the garden as opposed to the autumn joy. So that rounds out this front part. And right behind all that border, we do have some catnip, which of course the cats, as they grow older, are going to love to eat that. Our other cat, Elvis, did enjoy that when he was alive. And as we come down here to, the cats are climbing up the trees. As we come down here to the front of the garden, this is a new addition, which is starting to die out now, but some Russian sage, which I hope does well here. Behind that there's some lavender, and behind that there's a little coreopsis. And behind that there's some cow lilies, which may or may not do well there. And then you can see tucked under the tardiva hydrangea there's a couple of mandinas, which like it there. And then recently I just tucked in on either side of the tardiva hydrangea is a couple of yucca plants I had out front, and I'm hoping they're going to do well. The yucca plants, which are variegated on either side. That one is kind of, you getting it? Over there? Yuccas. You're not putting the yuccas. The yuccas are on either side. Those things there. Okay. That'll grow bigger now it's getting more sun. Here is one of my favorites this year. It's my Tutti Frutti Agastache. Just did fine. Next to it, on its way out, is another Agastache, which puts out licorice flavor, which is quite lovely. And in the front here we have a primrose, evening primrose. It puts out some beautiful yellow flowers, and as they die, because they only last a day, they turn a pretty orangey color, and then they wither. And then we see the row of... Okay, then we'll get to the next half of the garden on the next segment. Thank you.